Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of coffee. Last week, this is week 3 of the cleanse. Um, juices. This is how I cheat. Amy takes the real fruit and makes it right there. I do too sometimes, but if I need to cheat, I get this cold press organic fruit juice. This one has orange, pineapple, mango, apple, and acerola, which is like a sour cherry. All organic, pressed fruit juice. These are expensive too. But it's not as expensive as a meal. There you go. And we're at that point when the system is clean, 100% clean body here, and we're injecting all the nutrients from fruits and vegetables. So, yeah, don't you wish you started it 2 weeks ago? You'd be almost done. Um, Very exciting. Amy's doing a great job. I want to give her a little kudos. I think it's around 300 people are doing it, which is awesome. Imagine 300 healthier people out there. Some people have lost a lot of weight. Some people haven't lost any weight. It's not a diet, though. You can eat or drink as much as you want. Absolutely. But it's got to be fruits and vegetables, nuts, and all organic. And no booze and no cigarettes and no bad stuff. So, bravo. We will do this again. I don't know what the format will be like, but this one was so successful. Amy was working her butt off, still is. And go check out the website for more information on that. I was very excited when I woke up this morning because my good friend Dick Allgire, triggered another Allgire Indicator. The Allgire Indicator is when Dick Allgire gets all bummed out about Litecoin or other cryptos. And instantly, as soon as he expresses this on YouTube, whatever coin he's talking about jumps. So Litecoin jumped 10% right after Dick Allgire posted his latest video. Let's hear the disappointment in his voice.
I guess I need to tone it down a little bit. It's a beautiful day on the beach. I got up this morning and I thought I had grabbed my Litecoin t-shirt, but I got here and realized, it was the Bitcoin. I was going to talk about Litecoin and its lack of performance. Bix Weir will scold me. Litecoin's doing fine, don't worry. But somebody I know I talked to just recently, today, said, I feel like selling all my Litecoin, putting it into Bitcoin. But I know if I do, then Litecoin will jump up. Just relax. It's all okay.
The Allgire Indicator is the best, most solid indicator of any of you tech analyst guy. All you got to do is follow the Allgire Indicator. So right after that news, Litecoin jumped 10%, up over 100 again. It's bouncing around now. But the Allgire Indicator was triggered. Thank you, Dick. Thank you for triggering it. Here's the funny thing. Go back when Litecoin was $4 and think about a 40-cent move back then. How ridiculous does that look now that you get all freaked out about anything going down at $4 of Litecoin? You look back and oh God, I was such an idiot back then that I didn't buy more when I saw it go down. I thought it was the end of the world, and why was I waiting for it to double when it's going up a hell of a lot higher? You're going to be saying the same thing 5 years from now. You're going to say, oh my God, can't believe I freaked out that Litecoin jumped below $100 when it's $10,000 now. It was such a different world back then. I was so scared. I didn't know what was going on. Dick knows he's not going to sell his Litecoin if it jumps 100%, 200%, 300%. Why would he? It's the future of money. So the Allgire Indicator triggered and Litecoin jumped. Like clockwork. Thank you, Dick. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Lots of good things going on in crypto. When you hear CNBC get all excited about crypto, that gives me it's a little scary. But everybody's talking about it now. Yeah, the prices haven't done much, but everybody is getting into it. Everybody's not getting into it. Everybody's talking about it. The next step is when they get into it. When they get in and the manipulation ends and a lot of these exchanges go away, look out above. This baby's going to roll. I'm really excited right now, as you can tell, because other things are happening that I've been studying and analyzing for 20 years. And that's the end of the old system. And if those who don't believe me, fine. Don't believe me to your detriment. Here's a great article from Zero Hedge. Meanwhile, inside the plunge protection team, which runs the market rigging on the stock market, the bond market, the crypto market, every market, chaos. It was almost 10 years ago that we profiled the most important trading desk in the world, not one situated in any of the increasingly empty massive trading floors of the world's commercial banks located either in the financial district, Midtown, or Connecticut, but the one inside the ninth floor of 33 Liberty Street, the home of the New York Fed. Absolutely. The New York Fed is one where it's a Fed where they have a trading floor, they hook up with the trading desks at the basement of the US Treasury, along with the big banks around the world. This is the Exchange Stabilization Fund. All the operations are run out of there. And this is what they said back then. Mr. Sack, 39, this is Brian Sack, who was running the trading desk back then and left in 2012. The group runs the Fed trading, making it the bridge between the marble corridors of Federal Reserve in Washington and the bustling trading floors of Wall Street. So he left in 2012, Brian Sack, and he was expert market rigger, computer expert market rigger. And then this new guy came in named Simon Potter. And look what happened. As soon as Simon Potter took the reins of the Fed, bang, VIX futures just died. It's got nothing to do with free market moves. It's 100% manipulation. You get a new guy in, they're going to want to make their mark. And what are the new guys? They're always computer market riggers. Always. But then this happened. Then in May 2019, something unexpected happened. Simon Potter, arguably the most important trader in the world, manning the world's most important trading desk, unexpectedly announced his resignation. Not only that, but Potter took with him his second most important person at the New York Fed's plunge protection team, the head of financial services group, Richard Dzina. That was odd, as we briefly noted 2 months ago, when the sudden and unexpected nature of his departure, it came from nowhere and prompted some very delicate and substantial questions about the continuity at the desk that has so far managed to keep the U.S. stock market from entering a bear market since the global financial crisis over a decade ago. Now, thanks to Bloomberg, we have a much more detailed look into what transpired at the trading desk of the plunge protection team. And what we learn is that the past year said institution, which forms the bedrock of support for the U.S. capital market, has been gripped by what at times is sheer chaos. What did I say earlier? Behind the scenes, there's massive chaos. You're not going to see a lot of it yet. Why? Perhaps it will not come as a surprise to anyone that the reason for said chaos is another career economist, in this case, the new president of the New York Fed, John Williams. No relation to the Star Wars guy. As Bloomberg details in a must-read report, an unusual level of internal tension broke out in recent weeks at the fortress-like Federal Reserve Bank of New York in Lower Manhattan. This is prompted by the sudden departure of two longtime officials mentioned above, which shook staff, sank morale, and drew attention to the leadership of New York Fed under John Williams as he enters his second term at the helm. And yes, this is the same John Williams who 2 weeks ago prompted the mini-market tantrum following one of his most epic communication F-ups by a single banker. As Bloomberg writes, quote, the story involves Simon Potter, who ran all important market desks, and Richard Dzina, head of financial services group. Both were abruptly relieved of their roles in late May by Williams. So it wasn't a departure, it was a firing. Little explanation was given, but according to current and former New York Fed employees, as well as close to the bank, the nature of the exits by fault or design seemed to be a warning. Fall in line. Absolutely. These were the key market riggers. Not key staff, very knowledgeable. No, computer market riggers. The economist in question is John Williams, whom Bloomberg laughably described as, quote, a widely respected and often cited monetary economist who ran the San Francisco Fed for 7 years, which is assuming for that regional Fed that was at the epicenter of the housing crisis, and which is best known for incendiary taxpayer funds for profoundly insightful research reports. Why is water wet? In any case, when Williams was appointed for the top job in New York, a Fed which has a far closer link to capital markets than any other, this raised eyebrows from the onset. A finance industry background has traditionally been seen as the key qualification, something he lacked. Absolutely. Absolutely. You needed to be a Goldman slash Harvard slash Yale guy to run the Fed. And Williams wasn't. He was a West Coast Cal Berkeley graduate, Stanford graduate, completely different than what was at the head of the Fed. And he's a Trump guy. So hang on tight. The kerfuffle prompted Ward McCarthy, chief economist at Jefferies, to say in a July 22nd note to clients that, quote, until proven otherwise, President Williams will remain a communications liability and probable source of market volatility. I love it. So, two of the main guys in the plunge protection team are gone. Why is that so important? Because they were computer market riggers, both of them. Computer market riggers. There's nothing hidden about this stuff. This is where the nexus point of computer market rigging happens at the New York Federal Reserve. Absolutely 100%. What does it mean? It means we got something going on, and something big going on, and I love it because it is long past due. I posted something this weekend, talked about I don't want to saddle my kids with my problem. Anybody who's advocating a smooth transition, all you're doing is you're going to saddle your kids with worse problems, just like your grandparents did to you and their grandparents did to them. Everybody's been afraid of the transition. So what did they do? They said, let's do a smooth transition. Let's create the Federal Reserve so we don't destroy the economic system by all this gold found in the Grand Canyon. Right? World War I, World War II. Oh, we can't cause any trouble, so let's continue to rig the markets. 1960s. Hey, we got this John Kimmony and Alan Greenspan who are willing to write computer rigging programs for us that we can implement and keep this game going so we really don't disrupt the economy. 1980s. Reagan and friends. Hey, we can do a gold commission report, and that report comes out saying, unless we get our budgets in order, everything's going to fall apart. We're going to have to go to a gold standard, but we can rig the markets. Not only that, we can print as much money as we want. Let's not tell anybody about the money we print. Let's print infinity. Let's print behind the scenes and not report any of it. Sure, people like Catherine Austin Fitts will find a couple, maybe 20 to 30 billion dollars or $1 trillion that we create out there. Now, that's nothing compared to what we can do. We like when that stuff is exposed because everybody thinks that's the number. And it's not. It's infinity. There is no number. You need $2 quadrillion? Here's a few more zeros at the end of this computer program. Now plunge protection team and exchange stabilization fund, go on out there and have a day. Because there are no rules anymore. That's how the world works. So, what do? You buy silver, you buy gold, you buy cryptos. Three of the most important assets. They're assets. There's nobody's liability. There's no backing for any of them. They are what they are. They are assets. Anytime there's a backing for something, it's ridiculous. Those gold bugs who think, oh, China's going to back their currency with gold, give me a break. Who would accept a derivative as money? We do now. We don't even accept the derivative as money, truthfully. There's no backing on the US dollar. There's no nothing on the US dollar. It's created out of thin air. By the banks mainly, but also the Exchange Stabilization Fund and the Federal Reserve a little bit. They start a little bit and then everybody rehypothecates everything. It is insane and it is about to end, so hang on tight. You want to learn more about it? Go to roadtoroota.com, join the private road. Absolutely. I have 4 videos now on when it's going to happen. Not only that, I am announcing officially, I'm tired of giving away Veritasium. It's so hard to get these days. Today is the last day. If you want to join the Road to Ruta or renew your subscription, it's the last day I'm giving away Veritasium token. Much too valuable coin in the future. Those who have joined the Road to Ruta and have benefited from all the cryptocurrency and the silver I've given away over the years, congratulations. Talk to the people that were getting in 5 years ago when I was giving away Bitcoin. Not full ones, but I think it was like Bitcoin was $100 and I was giving away $20 worth of Bitcoin. What is that worth today? Well, 20% of 10,000. Yeah, it's a big number. That's what happens on the Road to Ruta. So, if you want to get your Very token and hang on to that baby till the cows come home, and Very goes 1-to-1 with Bitcoin as is in Cliff High's data, now's the time. Subscribe today to the Road to Ruta, and you'll also get the coolest silver coin ever made, ever. Ruta jumping up and down on a silver brick road, cave in the Grand Canyon, all that good stuff. Look at that coin. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Anyway, join Road to Ruta, support the cause, and if you want to renew, great, I'll tag on another year to your subscription, and I will send you in the mail 1 silver coin and 1 paper wallet Very token. Tomorrow I'll start a new giveaway on Theta. I'm giving away Theta tomorrow. But this is the end of Very. And I think this is the last time Very is going to be this low too, and it's real hard to get. So, if you want to join, go to roadtoruta.com, click on subscribe today, and you'll hit this page. Anyway, that's it for today. Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com. Talk to you later.